But on this one, we see a San Francisco based FBI special agent lied under oath about the discussion he had with big tech companies that suppressed the post reporting on contents of first son Hunter Creepy Biden laptop, hard drive before 2020 election according to the internal Facebook document. Listen to who he was that did this. His name, you guessed it, Elvis Chang, a Chinese in the FBI, bureau. Mhm. His name is Elvis Chang. Yeah. I think there's a Chinese parachuting Elvis somewhere. The jumping out of planes as Elvis, and there's a Chinese Elvis. I don't know. But anyway, we see his name is Elvis Chang, changing up the place in the FBI. Made false statement about, you see how deep the Chinese is in our country? You see that? All right, pay attention. You know what I'm saying? His name is Elvis Chang, made false statements. How did I know that the person that would lie or put forward this big lie was a Chinese? They're probably under the Detroit airport with those canisters you see down there in case we come after their ass while they're down there doing scientific shit to blow up our motherfucking country and put diseases and rats and all kinds of shit all over the world, all over America. You know what I'm saying? And we go down there to try to get them, they'll set off those canisters. So there must be a time on those things. So watch yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because people are too fucking stupid, following behind nigger ass sucking fucking sellout, all kinds of crooked ass fucking Caucasian, you know what I'm saying, running up against Trump and the bullshit while you have the blackface taking all the pressure on each fucking indictment shit that you're doing. Then you have in the FBI, in our government, going after our energy assets. You have them in our country buying up everything. You have immigrants coming over the border who are not black, who are not necessarily American Caucasian, and flooding out our country with all these foreign people slipping through the border, Chinese nationalists even coming over the border into our country, setting up in Australia, Cuba, and Canada probably. And we're going to get hit from all sides from these motherfuckers. But we see here where Elvis Chan made false statements about his communication with Facebook. Second idiot in the motherfucking group. Mark the dog. Dumb ass, crooked ass pedophilia. Mark the shithead. Zuckerberg. Over the bombshell October 2020 report that we reveal Hunter involved in his dad Joe creepy ass Biden in Hunter little creepy ass and his father creepy ass in business dealing with foreign nationalists. You know what I'm saying? Internal communications obtained by the House Judiciary Committee shows. Bottom line, Facebook employees said in a October, you know what I'm saying, October 15, 2022 message that he had spoken with Elvis Chang, who said he was up to speed on the FBI probe of Hunter Creepy laptop, which he was lying because they are working and signed contracts with the Chinese, the demon Democratical fucking party, including Nancy Pelosi, rappers, actors, son, men. They're involved in 4 or 5 different countries and allowing them to attack our country from the inside of the fucking infrastructure, but using our government in our election process to put and cheat themselves into stay in, into power as they corrupt our country in the fullest order of things that will one day cause us to be overtaken, and many Americans are going to turn out to be what? The same thing you did to the black man, a slave. Keep playing. Keep playing. You think true black people in the trueness of the glory of planet Earth and humanitarian understanding of the sovereign overstanding of the mother's creation, want to see everybody go enslave Caucasians? The fuck is wrong with you? Who the fuck wants to do that? That's a waste of our time. To be seeking, I guess, revenge, they say, for all that. We got to quail it all together. And we've got to exonerate those who were lost their lives in these paths of these battles of all that. We have to honor them and bring their names and bring the glory and remember them and put them in its proper perspective that they will always be exonerated from that garbage. But for us to go after, get power just to go after and enslave white doesn't make any fucking sense. Who want to see that? Who want to do that? No, that's not what this is about, my friend. That's what the Ku Klux Klan and maybe other racist extremist groups and neo-Nazi and all these motherfuckers is still on the same old bullshit caveman shit tonight. But true black people in its trueness do not want to see that. Do not want to do that. We're looking for a unification based on Americanism that will make our country strong, protect the future of America and its children and the government as a whole, to bring true government, true republic to the people. Not that other bullshit big tech pharma wants to control us through our cell phones. The richest people are all down with them getting money through their cell phones and using that against us and all kinds of cooperative shit and yada, 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 yada. This is not the plight of intelligent black people, because if I was the president of the United States, I would wipe all them motherfuckers out. Let's just be honest. All those people will be on motherfucking trial rather than going after Donald Trump. I would save him for last. But all the people that I've seen that Donald Trump has just exposed in the garbage in which they have done will come up, and I will get rid of them motherfuckers as fast as motherfucker. You better be glad I ain't no motherfucking president up in this bitch. You better be fucking happy that I'm not the president of the United States, because guess what they would want to do? They would want to assassinate me. Period. Because all y'all crooked asses will be on fire. And I will keep the fire on your ass. But people don't understand what it takes to be amongst this type of overstanding in government and bullshit. This is not easy. And your life will constantly be on the line. So let's look here and see where involved Elvis Chang made false statement. Elvis Chang Wang Egg Roll, you know what I'm saying? False statement about the sweet and sour ass. You know what I'm saying? Communication about Facebook over the bombshell 2020 reports reveal Hunter Biden involved with his dad's business and so forth on the communications obtained by the House Judiciary Committee shows that Facebook employees said on October 15, 2020, messages that spoke that Chang said he was up to speed on the FBI probe of Hunter creepy ass Biden laptop, and that there was no current evidence to suggest any foreign connection to the foreign connection or directions of the leak. Ching Chong, look at the head. This motherfucker, I got a picture of him right here. I got a picture of his Ching Chong ass. This is his Ching Chong ass right here. This is it. You see him? This is the guy that lied and said that he, everything was up to speed. Now, if you take a look at this dude, you would clearly see that this dude right here looks like a CCP, you know what I'm saying, China Communist Party, a soldier of the military in their country, over here on a secret operative mission working with the Joe Biden family. Look at him. Look at his hair. It's even cut military style. His face even looked like a military soldier. Look at him. Look at him. You see? So we know what is going on. You know, this is and guess what he is? A FBI special agent, Elvis Chang. Made false statement about his communication with Facebook. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Those weren't agents. Chang only insisted. He said those weren't agents, only insisted statement. Agent Chang also claimed in a deposition that he had internal no internal knowledge of the FBI investigation involving Hunter creepy ass Biden laptop. Yes. Oh yeah. Right here. We got the message. We got it right here. We got it right here. It says, and you believe in the message. I guess this is coming from Ching Nong Nong fucking nut. You know what I'm saying? In our government, in our FBI agent, probably in the CIA. And they have infiltrated everywhere to where they felt so free they could start 100 different police stations just in New York, probably alone. You know what I'm saying? And across the country. But we see here, he says, and you believe that you believe, let me see here, let me blow that up. Let me blow that up. Let me blow that up. You know what I'm saying? It says here, Q, period. Then it goes on to say, and you believe that this occurred after there had been, a New York Post article, but the contents of the laptop that you referred to, I think you referred to I think you referred to earlier, you finding out about it that day. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? And then down at the bottom on the A period, it says, yeah, I only found out through news media. I have no internal knowledge of that investigation, and yeah, I believe it was brought up after the news story had broken. So this is what this clown is saying. You know what I'm saying? This is what this clown is saying. You know what I'm saying? This is what this clown is saying. You know what I'm saying? And then Chan had shared the information during the following follow-up phone call with employees following the conversation the day before between the FBI Foreign Influence Task Force and Facebook fucking officials, during which the Bureau declined to comment on whether the laptop was real. So they were covering up the story before Joe Biden became a president on the foreign dealings and the shit that they were doing. So there was never to take the presidency Mm-mm. until all this was cleared. You see what I'm saying? But they made sure they covered up so they don't have to go through that, and the scandal wouldn't have hit them before he was a president, and it would have disqualified him altogether. I told you. And I'll say it again. There's many ways to cheat an election. As we see what went on in the streets, as we see what's going on in the White House, as we see what's going on in the Supreme Court, as we see what's going on with Donald Trump across these counties, and Fannie Wilson, Braggs, and all these different people, there's many ways to cheat an election. You might look at it as giving this motherfucking idiot you call creepy as Joe Biden and his deep state fucking connections and all the bullshit they're going through as some form of saying that they have a right to do the shit that they're doing and they're supposed to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? We see these rappers, these stars, and many other celebrities involved in the Luciferian Baphomet all go to the same fucking Luciferian temple, probably over there in Mexico, over there in South America. You know what I'm saying? But we see the bullshit. But Chang had shared information during the follow-up phone call with the employees following the conversation that day between the FBI and foreign influence and so on. You know what I'm saying? But we see the deposition was part of a lawsuit, filed against this. This was filed against, from what we see in here. You know what I'm saying? We see where this was filed against the Creepy Joe administration, but the Attorney General of Missouri and Louisiana, which ch- charged the White House, you know, well, colluded with tech grants to unlawfully suppress freedom of speech. One of the worst crimes in America that you can do is 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 stifle the American voice. As a president and as your president, if I was, freedom of speech would be well fucking protected. And anyone found stifling freedom of speech on social media, news outlet, and so forth, all of y'all will be kicked out of America. Mark Zuckerberg wouldn't be able to have a Facebook no more, or shut it down. CNN would be gone, and many other news stations. If you're not allowing the true news and the information to get to the people, you're talking about the the internet being used to make people not take a juice in program. I'll be hesitant to the juice in program. Then you said many people have died from people talking on it. Well, how else are we gonna know who to go after if there is no talking on the internet? So they'll be doing it secretly. So the information and the threats and the different stuff that go on could not be seen. So we would not be able to avert it ahead of time. We have to start looking at these issues before we run our fucking mouth and listen to the truth and the facts before that. You know what I'm saying? Because we see the task force, you know what I'm saying, section, Chief Lawrence, you know what I'm saying? I can't see her last name. I can't see her last name, but it looked like Laura, whatever, told House Judiciary Committee in July that on an, earlier phone call with Twitter, you know what I'm saying, officials on October 14, 2022, I'm sorry, and the FBI agent confirmed the laptop was authentic before another participant jumped before another participant jumped in and said no further comment. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Creepy ass. Creepy ass. Mm-hmm. We see Hannity flat out. Sean Hannity, Fox News, you know what I'm saying, debated with the great Khalid Muhammad, you know what I'm saying, on his news channel, you know what I'm saying. But we see Hannity flat out ask Como, will you be able to prove creepy Joe Biden took bribes, Coma? I sure hope so. But this is coming like Tommy Christopher 19 years ago, coming off the immediate news. You know what I'm saying? But we see here in this situation, the Fox News host Sean the Creep Han. The Fox News host. I was going to say Biden. The Fox News host Sean Hannity got a less than empathic answer when he flat out asked Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer if he will be able to prove allegations that accuse Joe Biden guilty of participating in bribery and schemes. He don't. Wait a minute, Sean Hannity. Let's just be honest here. Listen. Sean, we don't need to go down the road with all of that. We already know that they did. Why you think they're covering it up using a Chinese from the CCP inside the FBI as an agent covering shit up? Because they're in our country already, Sean, and you know that. The creepy Joe Biden and the rest of the demon Democratic and the deep state and all the crooked motherfuckers have allowed these motherfuckers in our country digging holes in the ground, doing all type of shit. And you still don't get it. They're responsible for the greasing program. They're responsible for the back program. You know what I'm saying? They are responsible for the back program that made you have to take, you know, like Steve Malone said, the short. You know what I'm saying? People are going to die. Ex official warned CNN risk of assassination off the charts amid Trump's threats. The Trump era Department of Homeland Security, there is no Homeland Security. Stop saying that bullshit. What Homeland Security is you fucking talking about, you lying son of a bitch? When you have open border policy, dumbass. You know what I'm saying? But we see here with Homeland Security of Staff Miles Taylor warned CNN James Acosta that the threats of political assassination in the country off the charts, citing a string of indictments, a string of incidents involving string of indictment that involved the president of the United States and his father. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. The threat of assassination has come from the demon Democrats on their own people. Let's get that first. John F. Kennedy was a result of their garbage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And Robert Kennedy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so on. Now you're talking about these threats, but you have put the country to its breaking point, you know what I'm saying, and even juice them up with your flavor and your medicine, you know what I'm saying, and force them into something that you already had planned out that had no affiliation to go now, nor no virus floating in the air, no asymptomatic, no be systematic bullshit, none of that. It was just about getting this activation, protection, contingency plan in case of emergency that you are discovered and found guilty and they win the White House and so forth and your ass is on the fucking chopping block. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? In war, we sound funny. You know what I'm saying? But we see he talking about some warning that the threats is off the charts and assassination. This country is off the charts, citing many incidents that took place from his father. These incidents didn't take place from his followers. These incidents took place from the demon Democrats coming down on his followers and the Republican Party as a whole in order to keep the Republican president, Donald J. Trump, the hero of the United States, out of office. This was the whole mission because, like I said, if he gets in there, they're gonna be on trial for pedophilia. They got ankle bracelets on. There's movie stars. There's even that white lady always talking about white people. Always got so much to say about white people fearing the fact that black people take over her crooked ass. She has an ankle bracelet on. Obama has one on. Michelle Obama has one on. Bush probably has one on. Biden probably has one on. Kamala probably, what I'm saying, have one that you can't see, but they all have something to do with if this man wins office, what will happen to them. So Obama know the interest in keeping Donald J. Trump out of that White House, including Liz did not Cheney calling herself a fucking Republican. She should be kicked out of the Republican Party for good. And she is no more than a motherfucking sabotager. Now, saying along with many other Republicans. But we see Taylor, who previously outs himself as the author, of scratching anti-Trump dissent under the name Anonymous. You know what I'm saying? And he has written a book calling the blowback a warning to save the mockery, the demon mockery. The democracy. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Democracy, whatever. From the next Trump. No, don't let this guy. He's word playing. He's word playing. You're not gonna save it from anything. What he's trying to do is push you into the hands of the beast and the demon Democrats. This is what the black niggers are doing too. You know what I'm saying? They're up there with that garbage. Nobody wants to hear his bullshit ass speech. We see the FBI warns Congress against releasing. Listen to this. The FBI is warning Congress against releasing documents alleging creep Joe Biden bribery. Exclusive. We have repeatedly explained to Congress in a correspondence and in a briefing how critical it is to keep this sort of information confidential, the FBI tells the message, fuck you. That's what they need to tell the FBI. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Some things just cannot be kept confidential. It must be released. This is why you assassinate people and drink their blood out of their skull. But we know this cannot be. No, 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 no. It must be revealed. And you'd be stupid not to. You know what I'm saying? Has been published, 7/21/23, 2:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was updated 7/21/23, 3:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by Stefan, look like Newcomb. You know what I'm saying? Coming off Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? But we see the FBI repeatedly warned the lawmakers not to share the contents of the sensitive documents relating to the So when they share it and everything come out and it's blown wide the fuck open, you're gonna release them canisters under the Detroit airport with that fucking stupid ass picture you have there, along with the silver Trojan horse with red eyes. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck you garbage, nigga. You have sold this country out so fucking badly. It's unbelievable to see that anybody would even be on the demon democratical side in any shape or form. Still talking about a Donald Trump indictment. Imagine that. Woo-wee. Telling about they telling the FBI, telling them not to release the contents of sensitive documents of the Justice investigation on Hunter Creepy Joe Biden. The message has learned. You know what I'm saying? In spite of those, warning, congressional Republicans have made the documents a central focus of their investigation of the creep Joe Biden and his fuck up ass son. One senior Senate Republican on Thursday publicly released a semi-redacted version of the FBI reports, which contain the information alleged of bribery against the creepy ass family. You know what I'm saying? Biden's crooked aides. The FBI official caution lawmakers on several occasions about, the danger of releasing, the documents could pose a confidential information and other according to the materials obtained by the messenger. Who gives a flying fuck? You're doing it to Donald Trump. Kiss my ass. You're doing it to Donald Trump, and you would have did it to me if I was the president. You know what I'm saying? Creepy Joe Biden transition officials caught on camera saying border crisis is a boom for business. It's a boom for business. This is coming by Anna Gintel or whatever 10 days ago, Washington Examiner. But we see senior officials who handle the immigration policies on the creepy ass Joe Biden, his transition team, who handled it on the creepy Joe Biden transitional team, was caught on a video bragging about how he used the border crisis to help unqualified to help unqualified organizations secure billions of dollars in competent or whatever non-compete non-compete, I guess, federal contracts to detain to detain immigrant children and adults. Senior officials who handled immigration policies on the creep Joe Biden administration crooked ass transitional team was caught on video bragging about how to use the border crisis to help unqualified organizations secure billions of dollars in the non-competed federal contract to detain immigrants, children, and adults. It's been a booming for my business, said Andrew Lorenzen, Lorenzen, or whatever his name is. Uh, 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 I guess he's saying stray or whatever during one of his several, or spewing, you should say, several recording conversations with Project Ventas, a conservative non-for-profit organization. Wow, Lorenz started seeing Lorenz stay, Strayed was a child welfare attorney who once oversaw detention at the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement before taking top slot in creepy Joe Biden's Department of Homeland Security and the Department of Health and Human Services transitional team. Wow. Laura Street, you know what I'm saying? I guess you're saying Street pre-vote voted from pre-vote or pre-vote or whatever you call that word. His transitional team gig to brokering deals for migrant shelters the day Joe Biden took office in January 2021. Night as the White House, you know what I'm saying, overhauled the border policy and consequently saw the high numbers of unaccompanied children came across the Mexican border than at any other time in the U.S. Since then, un, he has unprecedented three 300,000 unaccompanied minors have been apprehended at the southern border, which Lorenz, I guess his name is Straight Joke or whatever, on a secret recording, you know what I'm saying, has kept him busy. Mm. Oh, yeah. You see the crookedness? All right, keep paying attention. White House GOP keeps turning up documents and witnesses to prove creepy ass Joe Biden did nothing wrong. Right. Tell me another story and I'll believe that bullshit. I don't give a damn how many turning up documents and witnesses. For them to be turning up documents and witnesses that proves that creepy Joe Biden did nothing wrong doesn't sound like a statement of a mental person on a fucking level playing field. Their brains seems to be and have been probably out to lunch. Republicans are failing to show direct connection between the president, the wannabe president cheating ass, and Hunter creepy ass Biden's business dealings. The White House say. No, this is coming from Catherine Jean Claude, nutcase ass, black ass, dumb ass Pierre, probably. Now, see, nobody wants to be that piece of shit. She's lying. She's lying. Straight up. She's lying to you. Let's be straight up. We see Lindsey Graham on Trump indictments. If the claims are cheating, as a Republican, they're going to try to put you in jail. And he is right. As we see, this given in by Zachary Lehman. You know what I'm saying? On 8/17/23, 10:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And he updated it on 8, you know what I'm saying? 8/17/23, 3:48 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Coming in by Zachary Lehman. You know what I'm saying? But we see Lindsey Graham, you know what I'm saying, a Republican of, I guess, South Carolina, on Wednesday accused the Fulton County, Georgia District Attorney, Fannie the Nutcase ass Wells, of contesting an election, which her recent indictment of the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, and the numbers, but they cheated the election in there. There were many unregistered ballots. There were many ballots that were fraudulent. There were many ballots that were thrown out, and there were many ballots. They don't show that. They don't show that. And they were even balanced by undocumented workers and many other people. They don't show that. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to show that. All they're going to do is have us focus on Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? But the former president, go back again, fuck your farmer. The president of the United States over creepy ass Joe Biden because he ain't no fucking president. No, he's a jackass. But the president of the United States, the real president of the United States, is facing more than a dozen felony fake ass racketeering, fake ass charges that Fannie Willis and the rest of the black ass niggas that doing this bullshit in Georgia know that they were cheating the election in Georgia. This is why they're so eager to bring these charges. They don't want you to focus on what really happened. You know what I'm saying? He is being prosecuted in a way made challenging to the election crimes for just for him. Graham, he's right. He's being persecuted in a way to make challenging an election crime just for him, Graham told the New York Sean Hannity on Wednesday. Yes, that's what they're doing. So they could stay in power forever. All they have to do is just keep cheating and cheating and cheating, as they've been doing for 40, 50 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be 100.